Hey guys, hope you people are doing great and welcome to my channel in the part of Microsoft SQL Server lessons. And I'm Lokesh and I'm working as software engineer. My technology stack SQL, Power BI and data science as well. And I'm a Microsoft certified professional on Power BI. Let's get started with today's session. In today's session, we will gonna cover up functions. As part of functions, system defined functions, and in system defined functions in today's video we will gonna cover up datetime functions. I've started the videos on functions before, and if you guys missed out those videos, and please check out the videos. It's really important to have a good knowledge on functions, especially the system defined functions. And as of now I covered string functions and conversion functions and mathematical functions as well as part of SQL Server lessons and continuation to the previous video. So today we will gonna cover up datetime functions as well. Okay, so once you open your SQL Server Management Studio, your Management Studio points to the master database. So you have to change the database to your own database. In my case it is MySQL DB. You can change it from here, GUI, or you can write the query like use MySQL DB, go. Control E for execution, Control R. So you see it changes to the current working DB. So it is MySQL DB in my case. Okay, fine. So what are different kind of datetime functions? Especially even though you have many kind of different functions, we saw a few functions before in my previous videos. Those are string functions and conversion functions and mathematical functions and all. The every data have definitely some datetime calculations for the business logics. So if you have a good enough of data, definitely your logics will be based on the datetime, because without datetime we cannot handle any kind of calculations at all. Every calculation or every data is completely referred to a specific date and time. So it's time to learn the very important system defined functions, which are nothing but datetime functions. Okay, let's get started and we will see one by one examples what are the different kind of datetime functions that SSMS Microsoft SQL Server Management Studio that offers. Okay, before going to execute all these kind of queries, if you want to see what are the different kind of functions that SSMS offers, you can click on your database here and go to programmability and go to functions, expand functions and expand system functions. You can see different kind of functions that Microsoft SQL Server offers: aggregate functions, configuration functions and datetime functions. If you expand the datetime functions, you can see here what are the different kind of datetime functions that SQL Server offers, and mostly we will see all these kind of functions over here. Okay, so just closing it and let's get started with the querying. Okay, so very first function that we have to know is getDate function. Okay, getDate function will always gives you the current date timestamp of the system. Okay, select getDate and execute. See, so in my system, so currently it is so today is 9th, 11th is a month. I set it like this. It's in November in 2019, and 15:13 means 3 o'clock in the afternoon for me. Okay, so if you execute this query, it will show you your time, your system time. Okay, and get UTC time. So all these are different kind of zone times. Okay, UTC zone or any different kind of zones. If you have, you can get those details as well. Okay, if it is in get UTC date, it's kind of a different one. See, definitely there should be difference between our original time zone and different of another time zone as well. If you execute these two queries, and you can see probably of course the date is same, but the time zone is completely different. Okay, so if you execute this current timestamp, it also gives you the current time of your system, and this is another function you can use to know the current timestamp. What is the current time in your system? Okay, get date or current timestamp. And let's see what are the different kind of functions which are very frequently we will use in SQL Server. Okay, so month, day and year, all these month, day and year functions are specially designed to extract the particular part of the date. Okay, if you execute all these three together, then you will see what part of date it will deliver. Okay, the output is like 11. If you see, if you execute these three, first one is month. Month function will always deliver what is the month of your current get date. It's 11th month. For that I will just execute this one as well, in order to get a very clear idea about what it will do. Okay, so Control E. See, with this date, from this date, what month will do, it will extract the month portion of this date and show you as an output, and day function extract the particular day of this date and show you. Similarly with the year as well. Okay, it will extract the year part of the date. That is with the month, day and year. And we have other couple of functions, that is date part. It will give you the parts of the date. You have if you select get date, then you will have a long string, right? But depending on your business logic, sometimes you need to have particular part of the date. It may be a day, or it may be a month, or it may be year, anything. Okay, it may be quarter as well. So if you want to get the day of the week, means we have 7 days in week, starting from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday till Sunday. Okay, so this DW represents the day of the week. It will gives you what day of the week today is. For me it is 7, means it is Saturday for me. So like DD will gives you the day, will gives you the month, and YYY will gives you the year, and the Q will gives you the part of the which quarter that we have in that date portion. Okay, so if I execute all these things, the date part will give you this result. Let's see one by one result from this dialog. So date part DW is 7, which is Saturday, and date part of DD is 9, because it's a 9th day. Today the day is 9. Is 11th month, which is November, and YYY is 2019 year, and this Q will gives you the 4th quarter, because November obviously falls under 4th quarter. Okay, right, let's see what date part by using the date part, what kind of time frame we can get. Okay, if you mention hour, you will get the hour from this get date. If it is minute, you will get minute as well as second as well. Okay, if you execute this query, let's see. Before that, it's better to have a time as well. Select date part, select date part. No, why select date part? Select get date. That will gives you along with time, then you can observe what time frame it is. See, this is hours, and this is minutes, and this one is seconds. you will get it by using the date part function. Okay, so as of now you learned by using the date part function you can get day of the week, what day it is, in which month, year, quarter, including time as well, hour, minutes and seconds. Okay, that is from date part. Date name, the function itself suggests that date name, it gives you in a naming convention. Okay, if you execute these three, of course year there is no name for the year, it is still 2019, but for month and day of the week it will show you the character. Okay, if the day of the week is today, it was showed you before, it is 7, right? 7 means it is Saturday, and if it is is a month, so the date name will gives you the month name. Now let's see Saturday, November is 11th month, so November, and year is 2019. Okay, if you give date name here, quarter as well, but still it is show you, we don't have any name for the quarter, it is still fourth quarter, right? So if you want to give that one also, still fine. Date name, okay, date name, obviously, right, we don't have any name for the quarter. What kind of name we have for quarter? It's still the number, right? Fourth quarter, control E, see, fourth. Okay, so you can get whatever the part that you require for your business logic from get date by using either date part or date name functions. Okay, so similarly we have some system, if you see any sys here, sys date time, all these are system date time functions. Okay, so if you can execute all these things, then you will get the desired as well. Okay, so apart from that we have date name and date part. We already see these two things before. You can write it like this as well, so it will gives you the complete details from the get date today, what part of year we have, and what week it is. If you mention week, it will gives you in which week we are. We have different weeks, right? First week, second week, third week, fourth week, like that, and weekday as well. Similarly with the date part as well. If you observe these two, we have a correlation, right? Here few things you will get it by numbers, and few things you got by a naming convention. So that is the difference between these two, either date part or date name. See here, if you go with the date name, it gives you the date name as Saturday, but if you go for date part, it showed you 7. Okay, but here as well with the month also, because for that particular thing of days of the year, week and year, we don't have any specific number, specific naming convention. That is the reason why either you use date part or date name, still it will show you a number. Okay, hope that clears your doubts. And we have date add and date difference functions as well. So by using that, you can add two different dates, or if you can make a difference between the two dates as well. Okay, for that you have a different conventions. You want to go at adding a months, or if you want to go by adding days or weeks or years or a time frame like hours or minutes, you can do that. Similarly, you can go for the differentiation between these 2 days by days. Either you want to go by days or months or years or the time frame as well, with hour, minute or second as well. Okay, from till this time it is fine, but after this it is a time frame. Okay, I'm just commenting it for your understanding. Okay, so first of all let me execute this one, so you can get the results regarding to the query. Okay, if you add 3 months, this is how it will show you. If you subtract 3 months from the get date, this is the result. If you add just 7 days, then this is the result. If you add 1 week, then this is the result. Okay, in the same way you can go for the differentiation between the 2 days as well. So one is get date and another one is my required date. Okay, see, that's how you can get the whole information from this date add and date diff functions. And don't worry about the script, and I will give you the script and some notes related to the SQL questions that I'm keep on giving you from my previous videos as well. From my very first video, for every video I'm just giving this SQL questions, important questions and concepts with this document along with this script. I'm just giving you the description down below. You can check out that and take this information with you. But one thing I would like to suggest that it's very strong suggestion from my end. You have to practice a lot on this different kind of functions, because once you go to your day-to-day SQL database operations, you need to have all these functions on your fingertips, because due to n number of modifications, or depending on the logics, you need to rapidly write some sort of conversions, or some sort of date conversion information, or some sort of mathematical operations, or string manipulations as well. So for that kind of thing, you don't need to always go for Google and search it for what kind of functions we have and all. It is always better to keep an eye on okay, these kind of functions are exist in SQL Server, so we can use them effectively. Of course, there is no question that if you have any doubt, or if you struck between any functions, then you can Google it, and it will help you all the time. But it is always advisable to keep in mind some sort of functions, at least in a day-to-day life, because all these functions like month, day and year, and the date part, date name, all these are your day-to-day friends. So you need to keep in mind what are the different kind of functions in the SQL Server. And I hope I would like to stop this video for now, because that's it from the date time functions, and I will gonna give you some more information regarding to the logical functions in a next video. So hope you enjoy my video, and keep watching the videos, and thank you for watching my videos, and I will catch you in next video. Stay tuned.